Welcome to the demo of BVR's latest product, the Fairness Opinion Research Service. We will call the Fairness Opinion Research Service FORS moving forward. FORS is currently in beta with selected users and will be officially launched in mid-October this year. Since fairness opinions are pretty heavily negotiated, and as we've seen during the latest webinar by BVR on fairness opinion, there is a need for practitioners to err on the side of caution and benchmark their work against standard market practices. We all know many documents are available at the Securities and Exchange Commission. For example, some documents related to going private transactions, for which transaction committees often hire a third party to issue a fairness opinion. However, first we need to locate the filings, a 13E3 for board books, hopefully, or a 14A for proxies. Here we're looking at the transaction for Paybox, which is a going private transaction based on a reverse stock split. The first 13E3 document is here. We see that there is no board book attached to this document. We need to scroll down further. Here we do have a board book. We need to look at the dates, December 13, 2016. In order to make sure that this is the latest version, we need to continue to scroll through the many documents. Here's another one for exactly the same date. Again, we need to make sure that this is the latest version. We scroll up. Here's the next document. Open the board book. New date, March 21st, 2017. In order to know if this is the latest available document that was presented to the board, we need to continue to scroll through the many documents. We can see that there is a new 13E3. It is actually an error. It's amendment number 4. We don't have any board book attached to it. And the last 13E3A is here. And we do not have any board book attached to it. Therefore, the document we're going to use is this one, dated March 21st, 2017. So first we need to locate the filing, then find the latest version, then explore the document. This is a great source of information. While all this information is public, you can see that tracking and retrieving documents is very tedious and time-consuming. Most importantly, I should say, is that screening them on any criteria is virtually impossible. The immediate goal of FORS is to make market practices available to practitioners by surfacing pertinent documents such as proxies and board books filed at the SEC. All the pertinent documents are at the practitioner's fingertip. Just by clicking on the document, it opens the latest available board book or proxy. With FORS, documents are made available to practitioners through an intuitive and efficient screening interface that can be seen here. We focus on 13E3 and 14As as mentioned earlier in the demo. By using the latest available technology, BVR was able to provide a simple and efficient user experience and screening based on visualization and drag and drop technology. The screening and data download happens in the drop-down object located on top of the screen. We are first going to look at the Filter and Search tab. By using these tabs, practitioners can screen fairness opinion documents using close to 40 criteria. The Filter tab first offers a quick access to primary and important data items. Graphs enable users to glance at the data distribution and easily select records using the sliders. As you can see, the result grid below is updated in real time. The filters include transaction value based on the consideration price, the equity value based on the consideration price as well, revenue based on the first estimated year, the EBITDA based on projection as well, SIC codes, NICS codes, and users also have access to other filters available in the list. They can screen by target, SIC secondary, NICS codes, secondary codes, revenue growth, EBITDA growth, and these can be easily added into the list. The Search tab. The Search tab is designed to provide a granular screening on fairness opinions using many criteria, almost 40 criteria. There are the usual suspects, such as industry, target name, location, and participants, such as counsel and opinion issuers involved in the deal. We have criteria specific to the profession, such as multiples, WACC, cost of equity. Finally, we also have target size, such as EBITDA and revenue. So for example, let's screen on multiple keywords for the business description. Let's look for energy companies. I'm going to add pipe. I'm going to add an other field. Actually, we can look down below that the result grid automatically and in real time updated. Let's refine it a little bit further and add another keyword to screen on. Let's say gas. And again, you can see that in real time, the result grid has updated. You can easily remove those screening criteria just by clicking on the garbage can. Now that we've seen the filter and search tabs, let's take a look at the display tab. With the display tab, the user is in control of what gets displayed. We selected a default display whenever the user logs in. The target name, the opinion issuer, effective date, the link to the document, the board book, or the proxy, and the multiples. Well, if I'm not interested in that, I can change it. I can remove, for example, the multiples. And if I'm more interested in seeing the opinion issuer first, then I can reorganize the columns. I can add many columns as well. For example, let's add the target revenue, which is down below. I'm going to put it right after the target name, the revenue growth. And let's have a look at the transaction value consideration. I'm going to put it right at the end. You can see that all the data, when available, is displayed in real time. Actually, it's important to know that all the fields that can be screened on can be displayed within Force. The Sort tab. Now, we're providing a Sort tab in order to provide a very granular sorting mechanism if that's what the user wants. However, one can know that all the columns that are available within the research grid can be as well sorted on just by using the arrow, like as such, without having to go through the sort tab. However, the sort tab provides all the fields that can be searched or displayed, and one can do a sorting on a field that is not displayed within the result grid. I am briefly going to touch upon the Export tab, which is where the data can be downloaded. It can be downloaded in a PDF or an Excel file. There's two export options: just to export the data that appears in the main data grid, which is the result grid below, as such, or all the data available in the grid, which includes nested grids as such. Let's have a look at the result grid. The result grid is very flexible. As we've seen, users can display the data they want while having direct access to the original document. Each row related to an opinion can be expanded to have a quick look at the valuation summary method by method. For example, here for Apex Financial Services, we can see that they used two methods as part of the fairness opinion. That enables us also to see how complete the data is. For example, let's have a look at NTS. We can see that many more methods were used, some for information only, but we captured as well the multiples. Again, this information can be audited fully just by clicking on the document. You can see that, for example, this presentation is slightly different than the one we've seen before. Not all the documents are created equal, and sometimes the information that we're looking for is simply not available. I am going to look for the football field, so that here it is. We can compare it to what we've captured. Last but not least, practitioners have access to a one-pager report that sums up all the information available in FORS. To launch the report, users just need to click on the target name, and it will launch the PDF that can be downloaded or printed out. The information available in this report encompass pretty much all the information we have available at this juncture in FORS. It includes information on the target, the opinion issuer, location, link to the fairness opinion document that you can click on here, transaction data, the various participants, including the lawyers and whom they work for, the business overview, including SIC codes, business description, financials on the target company that are coming straight from the fairness opinion document, and various metrics that have been used in conjunction with methodologies. Again, we have the valuation summary here with all the valuation methodologies that are listed down below. So that's it, folks. Thank you very much for bearing with me. My name is Renaud Selmes. I'm the CTO here at BVR. We have many additional features in the work, such as statistics, specific reports and views, but in the meantime, should you have suggestions, please feel free to contact us. Thank you very much. Bye.